challenging day, but you've all got to this moment to know the team you're going to have. So, how pleased are you that you're here?
Yeah, really, really pleased, and obviously really grateful to Chloe and Maya for their contributions, and Peyton too. But yeah, really happy with this final group, and excited, to now hit game one and really plan for what the roster is and adapt accordingly.
You just talking Jordan. What did you see from her here?
Yeah, I think Jordan just earned her spot. It was incredible from day one, just in terms of the way we play. Like, she couldn't have been a better fit, showing the full court defense and just the relentless ability to get paint touches offensively, and just not even the basketball, just an incredible attitude. Like, learned so much in 2 weeks. So yeah, really, really pleased for Jordan. She deserves this. Yeah, talk about the job our front office have done finding her in the third round, firstly. Secondly, just what Sarah has done in 3 weeks is incredible. Like, really watching the details, she has completely changed how she's playing offensively and defensively. Like, her awareness in space, knowing details of pick and roll, like doing stuff she never did in her college career. And the fact she's done this in 3 weeks should be really exciting. I think now you look at our team, and I do wonder what the average age is. Surely it's got to be close to a W record. It must be in terms of youngest team. But, we want this to be the place where you come, because we're going to develop players like nothing else, and this is going to be a development environment from day one. So excited with the group.
The young age of the players, are you the youngest coach in W history? Or is that
I must be, right? I don't know, maybe.
It's either one. It's either one or two. Is that kind of? I think that's kind of part of why players all connect with you. Why that's what you're doing.
Yeah, Sean, it's a great question. I think that's something I found in my coaching career. It helps me really relate to the players, and they know, like, when it needs to be serious, I'm going to hold them accountable and say, look, this hasn't been done well enough. I need you to do X, Y. But then it also means, I think just in terms of how we create that culture and the connectedness with the players, having a young staff really allows us to do that.
Haven't we talked at the beginning of training camp just about being maybe a little hesitant to speak up when she may have seen something or two that others didn't see? Have you kind of seen her confidence grow throughout the duration of training camp?
Yeah, no, a lot more. I think, and I'm seeing it with everyone, and it's Emily too. I think, and just encouraging them too. Like, we don't always, as coaches, we don't always want to stop the activities. Would rather the players would actually stop it and coach, because that's the sign that really good learning is happening when they're giving each other feedback. So we're actually trying to encourage more of that. So naturally, it's leading to some more opportunities for player feedback.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what excites you about this final roster, and maybe you mentioned age and the youthfulness, but just what excites you about it?
I think just really thinking where we could be year 2, year 3, year 4. This is like a long-term thing, and it's how we establishing this foundation. And I feel like the players are so bought into what we're trying to achieve here. And I think it's this process of every single day we're coming in here and we're getting better. And it's like today was an incredible practice. I think the whole attitude of every player we have here is we want everyone to be like obsessed with getting themselves better. I think that's what we're going to see throughout the season. We are going to see, I'm really confident at the steady improvement we're going to see through time.
But obviously there are going to be moments of adversity throughout the season for a young team. How do you keep them focused on the long term?
Yeah, it's really defining what our wins are like, away from the obvious wins and losses in the record column. So it's things like, this is what a win looks like to us, and we're setting these KPIs for every player based on development. And then we've got cultural wins too, like how connected are we as a group, how resilient are we, where no matter the score, we are always playing hard, we're always coming back with force, we're trying to leave an imprint as to what the Portland Fire style of play is. So I think it's just really important. And tomorrow we're actually sitting down as a group and just defining some of these things, because it's really important.
When you look at Chicago, the first team that y'all are going to play, what stands out?
Yeah, I think we got all our personnel stuff in today. I think it's great just for our first game, because you got all the experience there on that Chicago roster. So I think how we're able to really get our personnel scouts done properly and executed with the player tendencies, it's going to be a really good chance to see that. And I think everything we showed in preseason, I'm excited about this matchup, because I think it it fits well with the Chicago group, some of the things we've been emphasizing.
How do you manage the emotion of an opener, and how useful were those 2 preseason games to help out with that?
Yeah, I mean the preseason games really helped us with that, especially getting that home, that home opener of the preseason. I think we know what to expect now with how great the crowd's going to be, how supportive the fans are. So yeah, I think it's just another a case of one more day prep, and we're going to be ready.
Carly just told us that she's still ramping up, but she is doing 5-on-5. Are you expecting that you might have her for opening night?
Yeah, I've got to get with the performance team tomorrow, so not sure right now, but great signs with Carly's progression. She's, I think, today she was the most she's done, so good to see. But the timeline on that injury, it's variable, so I want to make sure she's good to go.